knew that I'd be down for the fall if it happened. So much unspoken.
Howdy do YouTube fam, and welcome to another episode of Live, Love and Learn with one half of the PK. As you can clearly tell, today I'm alone. Wenye mnakuja hapa kwa sababu ya PK, poleni. Leo mimi ndio niko. Just kidding. I am alone because babe had an emergency to take care of. He had something he had to go out of town to take care of. Actually, we had planned to do some other content, and then he went out. It was something that was not planned at all. So I said this would be a perfect moment for me to come on here and talk to mostly ladies about something that you guys have been DMing me a lot and have been requesting for me to do a video a lot on, and of course it is in the title, as you can tell. But before that, if you are new here, welcome and thank you so much for clicking on here and choosing to watch us today. And I pray that you're going to subscribe. I pray that you're going to stick around. If you are a gang, if you come back time and time again, we really appreciate you and thank you so much. If you have not subscribed to this channel, do yourself a favor, sis. Do yourself a favor, bro, and subscribe to this channel. Kindly like this video and share this video to your friends and family and let them know kuna watu pale wanaitangwa the Peekays. So today's video basically is about, as you can see, is about fitness and weight loss. So I have shared with you a couple of times that I was a really big girl, and of course now you can see that nimekata kidogo. And so most people ask, Milka, what did you do to lose weight? What do you do? What exercises do you do? What do you know? All those things you would like to know. And so today I'm here to expound on everything that I did so that I can get where I am today. I have come a long way, for sure. I have come a long way. If I get some pictures, I'm going to share. And so I want to share with you. But disclaimer, I am not a professional or a certified trainer or nutritionist. So everything I'm going to talk about is based on my personal views and opinions. Sawa. And then maybe you can apply them, see whether they work for you as well. A backstory kidogo of how I started this, my journey of fitness and the passion that I have for fitness and weight loss is because I have been big all my entire life, basically. From when I was born 4-point-something kilos. Like I've always been in the bigger group of people, of girls, you know, like when you're addressing the bigger girls, there I am. I've been always in that group, and so it was not an issue for me because really it is something I grew up grow up to nayo, so sikuwa naona ikiwa shida vile until of course when I got to adolescence and I started, you know when you get to adolescence you start to understand this, you know, kuna shapes, kuna kuslim, vitu kama hizo. You start being cognizant of the fact that you are a bigger size, like you are a plus size. Yes, that is the word, you are a plus size. And so it was also not an issue up until in 2012 when I joined campus. Now this is where I started now feeling the need to actually do something about my body. That was when I was in form 3, form 4. I was around 80-something kgs. So you can imagine I was obese. I'm a very short girl. I am 5'1". So you can imagine when I am 85 and I am 5'1". So it was actually getting to a point of you need to do something, lest you're going to start having health issues. So that is when I started, you know, I made it intentional to start working on my weight. And of course, your time I was eating everything and anything, you name it. I was not exercising. I was okay with how I looked, you know. So yeah, so I began by, now this is like the tips. That was 2012, I said, right? Yeah, that was 2012. Now this is what I did to the first session of cutting weight. So I'm just going to list like quickly the things that I started with, like now when I was big. You know, this has been a lifestyle for me. It has been a lifestyle, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But things that I did now when I realized that I need to start working on my weight. Number one, I cut sugar. And ever since I don't take sugar, that one was, I made it permanent. I don't take sugar anymore. I cut red meat. I stopped eating at night. I was taking 5 liters, but I did it military style, by the way. I was taking 5 liters of water, and I cut down all junk, yeah. And of course it had you know, it had you could see the progress. Yani there was a significant change, like from when I started, like in a month, not even in a month, in a week I could see significant change. Like I think every week I'd lose 1.5 to 2 kgs, so you can imagine. Actually, I was on long holiday when I was doing that, and I was working at a fashion store, and I think the lady who was my boss at the time, she really played a big role in cheering me on to be able to be intentional about losing weight and just looking good. Because your time I was big, and then nilikuwa navaa sijui aje, because you know you have now started realizing that you are a plus size and you're not comfortable with it. That's another thing. I was not comfortable with it now when I got to campus. So I started, kujifunika, ile self-esteem hakuna, and that is when now it played. That was another reason why I made it intentional to do what? To lose weight. So I was on long holiday, and so when we went back, and long holidays are public universities, zinakuanga 5 months. So by the time I was coming back, like everyone could notice the change. Everyone could notice the change, and I think I had lost 18 kgs. Now the problem with my military way of losing weight is that it was not sustainable. Why? Because this was dieting. Yeah, this was dieting, and just because I was not working out at the time. At the time, I've not even started working out. That was just cutting on all those things that I have told you, but it was not sustainable, because you'll find yourself just umenaona umekata weight, sasa unataka kuanza kukula ka biscuit hapa, kukula ka mchele pale, because I had cut even carbs. By the way, that's another one I've not mentioned. I had cut even carbs completely. Rice, warus, bread, you name it, all the carbs. So I was basically eating vegetables. I was a rabbit, you guys. So it was not sustainable, and that is where I brought in portioning and working out. And all these things are things that I have done based on research. It is not someone I had a trainer or nilikuwa na msee ananiguide hapana. This is just research I did. I researched, and I realized for me what would work best is portioning. That is why you always see me on Instagram talking about portioning. For me, I do not like to diet, because there's a difference. Dieting is whereby you just cut some things completely from your meals, and portioning is more of a lifestyle. So what I personally advocate for is lifestyle, rather than doing something for a period of time and then you go back to your normal routine, which mostly, I'm not talking for everyone, which mostly does not work. Why? Because when you cut down like the rice and the sijui what and the chapos from your diet, and then you start eating them all over again, because definitely it's not going to be sustainable, the weight, in most cases, the weight will all come back. It will all come back. So what I advocate for is portioning. Myself personally, if dieting works for you, by the way, well and good, that is you. So for me, portioning works well for me, and portioning is where you can have everything. You can eat anything. However, you eat it in portions. All right, you portion it. Kama ni chapo, instead ya kukula 4 ama 5, unakula kanusu ama unakula moja, and it is progressive. Si lazima ati ulikuwa unakula chapo 5 ati kesho unaanza kukula nusu. No, it's progressive. You start like with 5 chapos, you are doing 5 chapos, you go to 4, you go to 3, and eventually you are going to realize that actually a half a chapo is actually filling. That is the best thing about portioning, because you go realizing that you don't have to eat a lot of food for you to be full. So yeah, so that is what I did. I brought in my workout, and this is not from the gym, by the way. I have done home workouts up to date. I do home workouts, and there are very many workouts. If you search on YouTube, there are tons and tons of workouts depending on what you want for your body. So even as you go on YouTube, by the way, search for what you want. If you want fat loss, if you want to gain muscle, if you want to gain weight, everything is on YouTube. So that is what I've been doing up to date. Even when I was pregnant, by then now when I'm pregnant, I followed the same routine until when I was 3 months, when I was given a bed rest. I was still working out, I was still trying to eat healthy, until when I was given a bed rest, when I everything went out of the window. So I stopped working out, definitely, because when you're given a bed rest, you stop working out and doing any tedious or hard chores. And I didn't really care what I was eating when I was pregnant. And so after I gave birth to the boy, after I gave birth to Miguel, I was around 90. Was it before I gave birth or after I've given birth? But I remember there was a time I was 95. I think that was the heaviest I weighed when during the pregnancy period. Yeah. So definitely there was baby weight that comes with the, you know, giving birth. And because I see some, the reason I'm addressing this period of pregnancy is because I see most people asking, what did you do to lose your baby weight? That's another point I want to bring on here, is that moms, just give your body time to just restructure. This is a body that has been under a lot for the past 9 to 10, because some of us go up to 10 months. So usiende hapa kujifananisha na Kim Kardashian ati oh, I'm a snap back within 1 week. Give your body time. So I gave my body time up to 7 months, not only because I was a CS mom, because even when you're a CS mom, you can go back to working out, but with the permission of your physician or your gyna or, you know, your doctor. So you can go back. But for me, I chose to go up to 7 months. Number one, because I did not have enough supply of milk. So I chose to just eat whatever it takes for me to have enough supply of milk. So I knew that there's no way I'm going to get back to weight loss and I'm still eating everything so that I can be able to supply milk. So when Miguel started eating at 7 months, yes, he started at 7 months to eat. So that is when I went back to now my fitness and weight loss journey. And I went back to just portioning and working out. That is all I do, by the way. I just portion and I work out. That is it. That is it. So now I want to give you some tips if you're struggling with weight, or if you want to start this fitness and weight loss journey. The first tip would be, once you decide, and you decide kabisa you are going to lose weight, Emma, you are not comfortable with your weight, you want to lose it. And I'm talking to people who are, by the way, not comfortable with their weight. We have some curvy plus size girls who are very okay with their weight. If you are okay with your weight, well and good. This is just for the people who are not comfortable with your weight and you actually want to do something about it. You know, the first decision, actually, the first tip should be you have a lot of weight and you want to do something about it. You cannot want to lose weight and you don't want to do anything about it, because there's nothing that comes easy. Sawa, like if you want to lose weight, you have to work hard for it. So number one, you have made a decision. Yeah, you have made a decision. That is number one. Now you have to be willing to actually do something about it, not just sit there in your weight and grumpy and just mad at everyone because, you know, and your self-esteem is down and everything. You have to be willing to do something about it. Number two would be consistency. If you start like a portioning, or if you start workout, you have to be consistent in whatever it is that you have decided you want to do. Even dieting, there are some people who do dieting and it is okay. I've said for me, I just don't advocate for it. For me, for myself, I don't do it, you know, for the reasons obviously I have given. So whatever method you have chosen to lose weight, you have to keep at it. And if it is working, a working method, see method, yeah, you work, a working method, you have to be consistent. All right, you have to be consistent. Consistency is key. You cannot just wake up and work out 1 week, and then the other week uko tu kikula majang and you want to see results. You have to be consistent, and consistency comes also with patience. You have to have patience. Oh my goodness, in weight loss, hey, I'm telling you, you will have to have patience. You will have to have a lot of patience, because you're not going to see results just like this. Be patient with your body, be patient with yourself, and be content. All right, do not compare your body with someone else's. Do not compare your results with someone else's. Our bodies are different, and that is the third point. You have to understand your body. Kuna mtu ataanza kujim leo ama kuworkout leo ama kuanza ku stories za food, kukata food na kuportion leo na aanze kupata results next week or next week but one, and you might take a bit longer. So do not compare yourself to anyone. This journey is yours and yours alone. Consistency also comes with discipline. You have to be disciplined, because I'm telling you, in this journey, more often than not, you are going to your discipline is going to be tested a couple of times, because 90% of the time you're not going to be operating on motivation. Mostly it is going to be discipline. It is going to be discipline. You have to be disciplined, which brings consistency, and then you have to be patient. The other tip I'd give is that embrace and appreciate non-scale achievements. That is, for example, your clothes do not fit anymore since you have started the fitness and weight loss journey. That is a non-scale victory. It's called a non-scale achievement or a non-scale victory. Because most of the time, most of us, myself included, when I was starting, you know, right now at least I have gathered a bit of some knowledge. I know most of us ni kushinda. Ukianza weight loss journey, unashinda kwa scale, unashinda kwa scale. As a matter of fact, it is advised, don't keep weighing yourself on the scale. It can easily discourage you, sawa, because in workouts, there are some people, and that is why I started by saying you need to understand your body. There are some people who add weight when you start working out, as opposed to losing it, especially on the weighing scale. When you pima yourself, maybe ulianza work out last week, or last week but one ulikuwa 80 kgs. Ukipima after 2 weeks unapata uko 82 kgs ama hata 81. This can be discouraging. We can all agree that it can be discouraging at times. However, it is very, very normal that you add weight when you start working out. Why? Because there are some people who build a lot of muscle when you're working out. Like for me, I gain a lot of muscle when I start working out, especially nikiinua chuma. Mimi ni wale watu nikiwork out kwa chuma na gym na nini nitamea hukuma. Have you seen those ladies who have, you know, a lot of muscle? Those ones. And muscle has weight. Sawa. So when you measure yourself on the weighing scale, more often than not, you're going to find that umeongeza weight. That does not mean that you are doing poorly, all right? That does not mean that there's something that you're not doing right. Sometimes iko tu hivyo. Unapata tu kwa weighing scale that umeongeza weight, and that can be discouraging. So for the first month or 2 months, I'd advise you stay away from the weighing scale. What you can do so that you can monitor your progress is actually do measurements. Unaona na tape measure hii ya mafundi, venye unaendanga unapimwa mikono, waist, bust, your hips, your thighs. Do that. Take account of your measurements when you're starting your weight loss journey, like the arms, the bust, the waist, the hip area, the thigh. Then after you've worked out like for a month and you have followed all the processes, kama ni chakula, kama ni nini, go again and measure your measurements. Measurements do not lie. Now those ones are the ones that are going to tell you how you are doing and how you're progressing. Lakini hakuna pressure. I'd advise, do it 1 month without even wanting to see progress. Be consistent and be disciplined. Just that, and then you're going results utanini baadaye. And even some of other non-scale victories ni zile unapata na msee anakuambia na umekata, umeslim. That is a non-scale victory, and you should celebrate yourself for that. So si kila wakati kwa weighing scale utakuwa discouraged. Another tip would be starting with exercises that are focusing on losing weight fast, other than sijui uanze na ku abs. Start fast by losing the excess weight. You can do your BMI measurement. That is the measurement. I'm sure you know what BMI is. Or have a target of the weight. The kgs you want to have. Maybe uko 90 sahi and your goal is to get a 70. Start by with exercises or with doing stuff that will help you to first lose the excess weight. Juu ukianza sijui na story na nataka abs sahi na bado uja work on the belly fat, it is going to disappoint you. So first start with what I did for me. I started with a lot of HIIT workouts, and my routine and my workout changes with time depending on how I'm feeling myself. Nikisikia nimeongeza ka weight kidogo, because my ideal weight is usually 67. So nikifeel nimeenda na kama 70, I start doing a lot of HIIT workouts. And HIIT workouts are good because they burn a significant amount of calories. They help you to burn calories during the workout and even after the workout. So that is what I'd advise. Again, please, I hope mna note, I am not a trained professional or a certified trainer. I'm just giving you tips based on my own personal experience. Sawa, I hope hapo tuko sawa. You want to burn a lot of calories than you're taking, which is going to lead to my next tip. Food. 80% of your weight, it is based on what you eat. So exercises at only 20%, just at 20%. You have to be very, very careful with what you eat. Junk, bad idea. Masoda na maskari, bad for your weight loss journey. So as much as tuna portion, some things you have to first cut them off. You know, we are talking about portioning of the normal milk kina, starch, because again, when you're working out, especially when you're working out, you will need some of these starches to keep your energy levels up. You will need protein, you will need, it all comes together, the working out and the what you eat all comes together. There are some foods that will help you to keep your energy levels high, especially when you are concentrating on HIIT workouts. So utazikula tu anyway. Lakini hizi maskari, manini, majunk, my friend, you will need to leave them kwanza. Uachane nazo kwanza kidogo. And then now, even when you're coming back, maybe you can start doing kidogo. Like when you have a craving for ice cream, take it, but do what? Portion. That is the best part about portioning. You get to have everything, but in small portions. And another tip would be take as much water as possible. For me, I take 3 liters every day of water. This is 2 liters, so I take this 1.5 of this. I take 3 liters every day. However, anything from 2 liters and above is okay. So take water. Why? Because number one, water contains 0 calories, all right? And then it's going to fill you up. The stomach is just going to be full all through. So that is going to help you to avoid taking unnecessary, food, and even not to have unnecessary cravings. Because sometimes when we are craving food, or we are craving all this junk and all these unhealthy foods, sometimes it is because you are dehydrated. Dehydration can cause you to think that you are hungry. I need you to underline that, all right? So make sure you always take water. Just have a water bottle with you everywhere, at work, everywhere. Water is just good. It's good for your skin. It's good for your skin. It's good for the lady parts down there for ladies. It's just good for your digestive system. It is just amazing. So me, I make sure I take water. And sometimes, by the way, we fail. I know my Instagram family knows that. We fail. Sometimes we do not take water. Sometimes a whole day kama sijakunywa maji. Sometimes I just feel like I want to take 1 liter of water. By the way, watu wenye wana struggle na maji, you can try adding some lemon for some flavor, because there's some people who just don't like the flavor of water. It's tasteless, yeah. So sometimes we fail, but you pick yourself up and move forward. Usiallow ati leo hujakunywa maji, kesho hujakunywa, siku nyingine hujakunywa. And then when ukizoea kukunywa maji, your body will keep asking for more. It's just like workout. Ukizoea workout, your body will keep asking for more and more and more. That is why when you have discipline and consistency, some of these things are easy to come along, kwa sababu zita flow tu. Utapata tu mwili yako inaitisha workout, inaitisha maji. Ikifika kwa hizo machakula haitaki. Be patient with yourself, forgive yourself. We fall. Simnaonanga pala Instagram na shinanga nikiingia supermarket lazima nitoke na kale ka ice cream kanini. Kanaitwaje? Fiesta. I am addicted to that ice cream, and it is a bad addiction. And sijui hiyo tabia imetoka wapi lately. So we struggle. Even someone like me who has been in this journey, fitness and weight loss, I know what I shouldn't do, I know what I shouldn't eat, but still sometimes we struggle. Even working out, we struggle. So be patient with yourself and forgive yourself. Ukianguka, ukikula machipo leo na manini na whatever, deep fried, it is okay. Forgive yourself, but also just learn to have a self-control. And utapata, the more unafanya hizi vitu, the more unapata self-control. That is why consistency, discipline. Sawa. Another tip that has really helped me is doing a lot of research. Now, I'm not as I have kept saying the entire video, I'm not a certified trainer or a certified nutritionist. I'm a professional. All this information is information I have gathered elsewhere now from those certified people, and you're going to find them for free. YouTube wameja to just sit down and listen to a session from a certified mtu tu akona certificate zake, someone who has done this professionally, and you are going to learn a lot. All these things are things that I have gathered from just learning from elsewhere, sourcing out information from all over. Enda kwa nutritionist. I have a very good friend of mine called Nutrition by Venya. You can follow her page. She gives tips, you know. You can even go further and pay for you know, for a one-on-one, you know, training. She's going to guide you on all those things. Yeah, so do your research because it is going to help you eventually. And just don't just do it and not apply it. Go research, get the knowledge and apply it as well. Venye tumesema, you are not okay with your weight, do something about it. Don't just sit and continue to do what you're doing. Do something about it. The other tip is for moms. I think I had mentioned this before, but I just want to emphasize, when you give birth, there's no such thing as snapback. Please don't usistress mwili yako ati snapback, ati hata ukuli, ati mtoto umpatii maziwa kwa sababu hutaki kunona. No. Let your body go through the process. It is a process, you know. It may take 9 months to build a whole entire human being, so give it time to restructure. Like everything is usually out of place. Give your bones time to restructure. Give your, kama wewe ni wa CS, give your wound time to heal. There is no pressure whatsoever. And also, if you feel pressure, by the way, by, you know, watching some people you are watching, ama kama ni huyo Kim Kardashian ati mumezaanisha the same time na merudi. Number 1, understand our bodies are totally different. Number 2, you don't know what she's doing uko kwa the sides ukijikuja kujipea pressure. And number 3, if you feel like there is someone or anywhere, even on social media, giving you negative energy, by the way, imagine, cut it off. Just give yourself time, all right? Give yourself time. This is a process, na lazima ukubalie mwili i-restructure. Another tip would be keep progressing. For example, if you have started, for example, with level 1 workouts, because on YouTube you're going to find levels. Kuna ile ya wale magurus kabisa, kuna level 1 ya beginners. If you have started with a beginner's workout, next month try another workout that you know is going to challenge you more. The other time, maybe kama hauko unatumia equipment, use equipment, because you're going to find that after some time your muscle gets used to the body weight. Kama sai mimi, that is the stage I am at. I'm actually saving to get some equipment because I found out that I'm in a plateau. So ukifika plateau, ebu angalia if there's something that you can do to, you know, to make it even more intense. Like now, me, I want to get some dumbbells, I want to get some ankle weights, some resistant bands. Yani ndio niongeze in my workout routine, because I've reached a level where my body weight really is not doing anything. Na body weight ni tu ile workout bila equipment really. So it does not, I don't feel the effect. So even for food, kama ni portioning, kama ulikuwa unakula chapo 5 uende 4, usikae kwa 4. You know, next month jaribu 3, uende hivyo ukiprogress. Kama ulikuwa unakat junk foods, this month umekata ice cream, next month kata soda, you know. Progress, you know. Don't stay in one place. If you want to see results, you have to be willing to keep progressing and going to the next level. Yeah. Another thing would be, even if you have chosen to diet or portion or just, you know, cut down on your intake of junk and unhealthy foods, it is really going to work, but I'd advise for you to put in some workout as well. However minute it would be. Hata kama ni ku take walk every day, hata kama ni kukimbia, it doesn't have to be much. Just incorporate a little bit of some workout or just something, or just like some exercise, you know, because most of the time you will find that ume lose weight, yes, however the skin will end up, you're going to end up having some loose skin. So to prevent that, make sure that at least you are exercising. Hata kama ni kuswim, swimming is really good for tightening your skin. Hata kama ni kujog, hata kama ni kukimbia, and even working out is really important, not only for for watu wenye wana try to lose weight, even just health wise, it is just advised for you to work out once in a while. Incorporating a physical activity in your daily routine can just, it brightens your, it improves your mood, it brightens your day, you get so much energy, you know, it boosts your energy. The last one would be learn to appreciate your body. These bodies do a lot for us, you know, and I'm talking to myself. Milka, learn to appreciate your body, you know, and be confident. Yeah, do not let anyone put you down or put your self esteem down. Accept yourself how you are, and learn to embrace the things that you cannot change, really. Yeah. So guys, I think I have come to the end of this video. I hope and I pray that you have learned something. Comment down below if you have learned something, or if you have a question or a concern or something you want to clarify. Uliza hapo chini kwa comments. I'm going to be getting back to you personally. If I need to source that information out somewhere else, I will, but I will definitely engage with you in the comment section. Please like this video. Please subscribe to this amazing channel. Next time we are going to have Babe here, I promise. And yeah, that is it. So we are going to see you in the next episode of Live, Love, and Learn. Bye.